Yeah, Ashish. So let's try from कहाँ से start किया?
Okay. So, in this field, I started from my college day. If I remember, from second to third year, okay, we started making some line followers and all.
Uh-huh.
We are seeing the robots that follows a line. Okay,
So
something
line
like
followers on which technology like?
okay. We make it on it's called embedded engineering.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So in this, what we do, we write a code for a particular hardware,
Hmm.
perform a particular task.
Hmm.
Okay, like a line follower, it has a fixed task. Okay, like that. So that's an like embedded engineering or whatever you call it, firmware engineering.
Hmm.
From that, I started during my college days, like during second, third year, if I remember. So we used to make different projects. Like once I remember, I make a like EVM.
Hmm.
Okay, and after that, I participated in different competitions across like nationals. Okay, in like my fourth year, I participated in a competition in which I make a face recognition system
Hmm.
which can capture your image and based on that, which can take your attendance. We have seen that in modern day offices.
Hmm.
There are like a face-based attendance that's going on. That I made on during my college days.
हाँ, तो
Then
कॉलेज
after
का
that,
तो मुझे कॉलेज का तो आई नो क्योंकि हम साथ में पढ़े हैं एंड यू
yeah,
आर द ओनली पर्सन दैट आई नो फ्रॉम द बैच who is pursuing what we started like guys who do not know we studied ECE that stands for electronics and communications engineering and were like a batch of 20 and amongst those 20 only he is working in the field which we practiced for like 4 years so yes
yeah,
so this seems pretty much interesting because I have never heard of it so what how does this patent company works I believe it was in Gurgaon.
yeah. It was in Gurgaon.
Okay, so
It is in
like
Gurgaon.
क्या मैकेनिज्म क्या होता है एक पेटेंट लेट से आई एम एन इन्वेंटर
Yeah.
ठीक है अब मैंने एक मॉडल बनाया सो मैं मॉडल को ही या फिर थ्योरी इज इट कैन अ पेटेंट बी डन ऑन अ थ्योरी बेसिस और डू आई हैव टू बी एन इंजीनियर टू इनोवेट समथिंग जैसे रिसर्च पेपर होते हैं जर्नल्स पब्लिश करते हैं या फिर हाउ डज दिस
No.
सिस्टम वर्क्स द वर्ल्ड ऑफ पेटेंट.
Okay. I will tell you. First of all, if you have an idea, you can give it early paper. Like if you can, like it's not a complete paper, complete patent. You can give a early paper.
Hmm.
On base of that, you you can reserve 1.5 year. They give 1 year. You can extend it by half year. Okay. In that, what's happened? They give you 1 year to write a proper paper.
Hmm.
In that period, no one other other person cannot file a paper on that subject. Okay. And also,
Yeah.
you as you mentioned that he, whether we need to make a model or not. No, you don't need to make a model. You just need to give an idea. If you have an idea that's just a little different from others,
Hmm.
you can get a patent. You don't need to give a model.
Okay, so let's suppose I have an idea कि मेरे पास
Mm.
जैसे 16 पिन की आई हैव अ पिन 16 पिन चिप एंड आई कैन डू द सेम अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क विद इन द 4 पिन चिप. ठीक है, 4 पिन में भी मैं वही काम कर सकता हूँ जो 16 पिन में करना है. तो दैट मीन्स आई एम रिवॉल्यूशनाइजिंग chip industry, but I have
Yeah,
only an idea, I have the theory, I do not have it on anywhere. I can explain it to you, but I do not have any proof of concept or anything. Just I can explain it to you. So now, how should I approach a particular patent company, or how first I do I need to um, create a proof of concept? Then it would be eligible for a patent to file a patent or to a book. I believe booking a patent would be a perfect word for it
person.
because you are securing 2 years
Yeah,
टाइम.
yeah, 1.5 year. You can say.
कोई
Yeah,
अलग
we can
टर्म
say
यूज
that.
होती है इंडस्ट्री में या फिर यही है बुकिंग अ पेटेंट और
There was a term. I don't remember it because now it's an
you
science
have you have
itself.
you have come a long distance now my friend.
Yeah.
Yes that's true. So ठीक है तो हाँ तो पेटेंट किया पेटेंट में आपने what was the work that you were doing there. What was your profile, job profile?
Okay. So my profile was, as I mentioned, first of all, study. Like if someone has an idea, I have to study whether like this is like already made or not.
Hmm.
I search on Google patents, and there are a couple of more websites in which all the patents are available. So
Hmm.
I search on that, like what similarity our patent has with other patents that are already available. Okay, that's
तो
what.
मेरा आइडिया है पर मुझे लग रहा है यूनिक है बट यू नीड टू मेक श्योर कि वर्ल्ड में भी यूनिक हो सो यू हैड टू डू द रिसर्च एंड गूगलिंग एंड ऑल स्टफ टुगेदर
Searching
ऑल द
also.
एविडेंसेस सो दैट यू कैन फाइल एंड फाइलिंग कैसे होती है इंडियन फोरम्स में इंटरनेशनल फोरम्स में या दोनों या फिर अलग अलग पैकेजेस होते हैं हाउ डज इट वर्क
Depends. Like most people prefer US.
अच्छा कंट्री वाइज है
Okay,
तो अ, सबसे
country
स्ट्रॉन्ग
wise.
पैरामीटर्स किसके हैं मतलब कि अगर मैं पेटेंट कर रहा हूँ दैट वुड बी मतलब एकदम स्ट्रॉन्ग है मतलब मुझे कभी चैलेंज नहीं आ सकता है मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं हो सकती विच कंट्री इज इट यूएसए और यूरोप
Yeah, US.
यूएस और इस
US.
स्टैंडर्ड को क्या
You
बोलते
can
हैं
have
कुछ
in
बोलते हैं
US. I don't remember. Nothing like that.
जैसे होते हैं ना कंपनीज होती
Just
हैं
US.
आईएसओ सर्टिफाइड राइट तो ऐसे ही
Mm.
देयर वुड बी सम स्टैंडर्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और समथिंग
I don't think so.
ओके
Like, even if it is, I don't know. Like
और
I
टाइप्स ऑफ
told you,
पेटेंट
I work on the
or types
types
are
of.
there any types of patents involved like there is type 1 type 2 कि आप यहाँ तक कर सकते हो या फिर आप इस रीजन में कर सकते हो आप ग्लोबली कर सकते हो या फिर विद इन 25 साल टाइम फ्रेम इन्वॉल्व
Like there are two things. One is patent, one is trademark.
हाँ यस
Trademark is for lifetime. Patent is for like 10 to 20 years, like
ओके
that.
सो पेटेंट हैज अ
Again,
टेन्योर अटैच्ड टू इटसेल्फ
yeah,
ओके
patent has a tenure, like trademark has.
सो यू फाउंड अ जॉब on a naukri.com portal and you took it there were no like you didn't go for multiple offers and then choose one or जो भी आए बस हाँ यार जो ऐसे मिल जाए बस मिल जाए
Actually, Gaurav, like when we were graduating from school, like people, like teachers told us like how to make things and how to do engineering things,
हम्म
but they didn't told us how to get a job.
हाँ career counseling and how to job
We didn't get
recruitment
all those things
process hmm
because that's the most important thing.
hmm
More than learning the technologies, how
hmm
to get a job.
and more of
Even today, no one
हाँ,
teaches that.
कि एक था कि ये मत देखो कि तुम क्या बना सकते हो ये देखो कि तुम क्या उसको समझा सकते हो कितना बेटर सो
Yeah.
कॉलेज ये तो सिखा देता है कि हमें बनाना कैसे है या फिर व्हाट नीड वी नीड्स टू लर्न
Mm.
बट हाउ टू प्रेजेंट that's the skill that
Yeah.
it is missing on most of the colleges or let's say on all the B grade colleges if I can grade it so
Yeah.
what
Today also I remember
hmm,
like the skills that we have at that time. All those things. Even
hmm,
the poorest person in our class
hmm,
is more talented than the people we are getting right now from campus interviews, from good colleges and all.
hmm.
Okay. It's just we don't have a platform to present our like skills.
Yes true
Because of that, we have to go through all these paths like
hmm,
teaching, testing, patent, and all those things.
hmm.
If we get a right platform, we might have got to a big company at starting also, and our career could have boomed at starting.
So since you have worked in edtech so
Yeah.
is edtech or let's say robot building or app building or whatever these edtech companies sell to parents right कि ये ऐप बना लो आपका बेटा कोडर बन जाएगा और स्टार्टिंग से 5th क्लास से ही आप हमसे कोचिंग लो या फिर हम क्लासेस देंगे हम आपको किट्स प्रोवाइड करेंगे सो विल यू कंसीडर इट अ स्कैम और विल यू बी इज इट अ लर्न इज इट बिकॉज अगर मैं 10th क्लास में हूँ लेट से तो 10th आप किस क्लास या किस एज ग्रुप में आप रिकमेंड करोगे कि इससे पहले तो सब झूठी है इससे पहले कोई फायदा नहीं है पेरेंट्स को और कि हाँ भाई आप 10th क्लास में एनरोल कराइए फिर 7th क्लास में या 8th क्लास में जब आपके बच्चे का माइंड डेवलप हो जाए उस स्टेज तक जहां तक आप ग्रैब कर सको सो what exactly is it is going in tech industry especially with drone making and like AI and this robotics coming in at a very early stage. Like I have seen people, who are teaching third class
Yeah.
things that this app or app building, or you are saying block based. So is it a total scam, or is it helping students in some or other way? What exactly is happening there?
Okay. So there are two things in that. The dream is a scam that your student, like your like child will become a coder. He will get a job in Apple and all those things.
Hmm.
That dream is a scam, but the teaching is not a scam. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
Like so your child can develop in like so many ways. Like his logical ability will increase because in coding you need to apply some logic and all those things.
Hmm.
His ability will get increased. He'll, his knowledge will get increased about the robotics and all. In future, if you guys need to deal with some technologies, we can do it quite easily.
Hmm.
Like you have seen in like many profile, the coding is getting involved
Hmm.
in simple jobs also.
True. Hmm.
So he can get a like head start from others in that aspect.
So Ashish, currently you are working as a embedded technology engineer. What what
Yeah,
what is the designation that you hold currently?
I'm a senior engineer currently.
Senior engineer. Hmm.
Okay. So the embedded engineer, if you ask, here we like develop a code for a particular hardware. Okay, if I explain to a layman, you have seen like small circuits, like the Bluetooth control bulbs.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
that doesn't contain some CPU and all those things. That has some small IC and small chips.
Hmm.
If you see your like washing machines, that
Hmm.
has some small IC and small chips. So we embedded engineers developed software for
Tell
that.
me,
But
tell me some things that you find very intuitive. That the things that you have learned in your engineering days, engineering life in your college, and that are helping you today in your job, in a day to day
yeah,
tasks of your job.
I've seen like lots of people complain that whatever they have learned in engineering things in engineering days that are not useful right now.
Hmm.
But I see that whatever I've learned during my engineering life, that all those things are useful right now also. So that I like a lot.
Hmm.
Okay. So like whatever you have seen, we have a digital electronics in which we design some circuits.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm using that right now. Okay.
Okay.
We learned C language. I'm using that right now.
Hmm.
Uh, we we have done network theory.
Hmm.
Not all the formula, but one two formula I'm using right now also.
Hmm.
Okay. We have worked on CRO,
Hmm.
using that right now.
Hmm.
Multimeter, soldering machine, all those things.
Hmm.
I'm working right now, all those things.
Like, what technologies are you using, and what what change are you bringing? Like, companies are built due to some USPs. They have something to kick or revolutionize the market. Then they
Yeah.
come here. So what exactly is your company breaking through into the technology market, into the embedded engineering field, or is it only a branch of the company that is dealing with embedded engineering? How is it working in the company?
So in company, my current company like makes things like you have seen the brakes, AWS.
Hmm. EBS.
Okay. What is ABS and all those things. My company is working all those things. If I talk about my perfect like my particular role,
Hmm.
so I am working in making a tool. That tool that can read data. Like if I explain it in depth, you have seen, you know about CAN. Okay.
Can.
Yeah, CAN. So I will explain you different issues. In cars, there are different issues.
Hmm.
Okay, issues, all the issues communicate with each other through different protocols.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in cars, like you have seen in our PCs, in our like in PCs communicate on Ethernet through TCP/IP. That
Hmm.
everyone knows.
Hmm.
Okay, that okay. So, but in cars, there is a network called CAN,
Okay.
control area network.
Control area
So
network that is built on connecting the ECUs within the car.
issues within the car, because you cannot like it's how it works, because you cannot connect each issues to each other. Like there are 10 issues, you cannot connect one issue to the 10 issues. So there is a line in between, and you connect all those issues at that time, at that line.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. And then there is a protocol defined for that, how the access of that line will be taken by the issues,
Hmm.
but by in which packet format the data will be sent. Okay.
So tell me like like मुझे इतनी नॉलेज नहीं है इसके बारे में, तो एक कार को 10 ECU क्यों चाहिए होते हैं, मतलब?
Not 10, 100 issues are there in current cars.
नो.
Let's example. There are some issues in your tire. You
हम्म.
require separate issues for your tire.
Why?
Okay. That issues inside the tire as well.
Why would I need ECU inside the tire? Like I am putting my brake, and I am putting my foot on the
Tire,
brake, and it is stopping the car. ECU कैसे काम करते हैं?
it's a tire pressure monitoring.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
That example, it's you go by that. What your example is that
Hmm.
that if I press a brake, how issue is working in that perspective.
Hmm.
So when you press a brake, there's quite a lot of thing happening. The issue, like there's a sensor out there. When you press a brake, sensor is receiving a signal.
Hmm.
Then the motor is getting started.
Hmm.
The motor is like it's working on pneumatics, in which there's a fluid control. Okay, the motor getting started, it passing some fluid.
Hmm.
Then there are some actuators that control the directions of fluids.
Hmm.
Okay, and based on that, your car is getting stopped, or you can say the brake getting applied.
Okay. Okay.
It's like because there's a ABS also. The ABS sense like at which like whether you are skidding and all those things that
Hmm.
adjust brake on its own.
Hmm.
For all those things, issues are required.
So अगर मैं एक सरल भाषा में इसमें को बोलूं कि अगर कार के अंदर सेंसर्स लग रहे हैं, तो उसके अंदर ECU रिक्वायरमेंट बाय डिफॉल्ट हो जाएगी. एंड डज इट रिक्वायर अस, और एक एक टेक्नोलॉजी पे एक एक ECU की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, जैसे ब्रेक फॉर ब्रेक्स यू नीड ECU, फिर स्टीयरिंग है, स्टीयरिंग के लिए.
Yeah, separate issue.
ओके ओके ओके.
Yeah, brakes. There's a separate issue of brakes, separate issue of steering. There can be a common issues for all the lightings that's there in your car.
हम्म.
Okay,
हम्म.
whether it's a tailgate or like signal indicators or
हम्म.
your seat belt thing also. It
हम्म.
can be on a single like issue.
एंड आर दे
That
all manufactured by your company, or they are just doing the coding, or hardware is imported from China? What exactly is it there?
so the issue getting manufactured at our company.
Hmm.
Okay. So what's happened? We get like in issue also we require different components. Like there is a chip out there.
Hmm.
There's some capacitors. There's some resistance. There's a transformer.
Hmm.
All those things are out there. That that we take from different vendors. Then we in our factory we make the PCB
Hmm.
and we solder all those components and we put our software inside that
Hmm.
that we have developed. Then we can sell it to the OEM. OEM
Okay.
means the original vehicle
इक्विपमेंट
manufacturer.
मैन्युफैक्चरर. तो अभी कौन सी चिप लेटेस्ट चल रही है मार्केट में, किस पे तुम काम कर रहे हो?
If I talk about that, right now we are working on Infineon. Their
इंफीरियर.
things are working like Infineon. Yeah, Infineon.
हम्म.
Infineon technologies. There is an NXP around there.
हम्म.
There's a microchip around there.
हम्म.
There's a Renaissance. So,
ओके.
like different companies are working on different chips.
एंड how many car brands have you worked for, directly or indirectly? like किस किस कार के लिए डिजाइन कर चुके हो अभी तक?
I can't take the names, but yeah, all the major car brands in India,
Hmm.
and you
All
can say
major, like
Japan.
market leaders.
Yeah.
Oh, that's impressive. So let's talk about now specifically the global markets in embedded engineering or embedded fields. Like what would be the core problem that India is lagging behind, in spite of the population, in spite of IITs, IIMs? India is lagging behind its embedded engineering field. We do not have much companies. We are not seeing like China and Taiwan or Korea is dominating the market. What is the one thing that
See,
you see a problem here?
this is one thing that I see a problem. I think governments are trying to work on that, not really working, but they are trying. They are trying to work on that. That's the chip manufacturing.
Hmm,
Right now, the most 99% of the chip are getting manufactured in China or Taiwan.
hmm, hmm,
Okay, so if we are able to make chip at our own countries,
hmm,
because you have seen in like quite of YouTube videos and all those things,
hmm,
there are like in a small size of like a chip of this size has a
hmm.
billion transistor inside that.
Yes,
Okay,
four
so that
nanometer technology. Like they are trying
yeah,
to work
all
on
those
two
things.
nanometer technology now. So yes, they are
Yeah, yeah, billions. So
researching.
that thing, like if we can like have a factory of that or like that technology that we can make in our country,
Hmm,
that will be quite helpful for our country for our future.
hmm,
Because as you say, technology is the new oil.
hmm. True.
Yeah.
So Ashish, is your company using AI at current time, or they are also exploring the potential of AI?
All the companies are trying to find the potential of AI.
Hmm.
Okay. At the current point of the time, the AI is not that mature.
So, is there any current tool that you are using which is based on AI apart from ChatGPT?
Uh, I will tell you, it's like we use code generators.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, companies use code generator, but that's are not based on AI. That only like you
They are
can
like
say we write.
machine learning. They have the pre-writes and they fetch the database and provides you. They are not creating anything, is it?
Yeah, they are not getting anything. Yeah, they have. It's not data. They have a particular format. We
Hmm.
like people used to fill some. You can say like block based coding.
Hmm.
People used to fill some data in the blocks,
Hmm.
and the code getting generated.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
you can make like MATLAB. You can
Hmm.
make the logic inside the MATLAB, and the
Hmm.
code gets generated.
Hmm.
All those things are getting used right now. So that reduce the effort of a developer to write all those things on like bit by bit. Development means line by line. He can have a larger idea of those things, and
Hmm.
he can just use those tools
Hmm.
to develop a code.
Yes. True. And do you see a potential where AI is latching onto your job and maybe sidelining you? Do you see the potential in the nearby, like say, uh, 5 years? Is there a potential in there?
I I don't see it like that. If AI comes, I can learn that and use that to reduce my efforts
Hmm.
in doing work.
But if
I
AI
don't
is
see it
developing
as
all the logics in let's say if is ECU to be designed and I have just typed like create a tire pressure monitoring system for me for this
yeah
like say Bugatti and create a
yeah
logic for it. So don't you think that
yeah.
is it a possibility in the nearby future?
There is a possibility, but someone need to explain that to the AI. For that,
Someone
I say
has
like
to feed. Yes, someone has to feed.
someone has to feed with the information,
Hmm,
do the testing, and see whether it's working right or not.
hmm,
Okay.
hmm,
Currently, the AI is not that mature, but as you know, that ChatGPT, as you mentioned, the
hmm,
3.5. oh, I remember they say that ChatGPT 4 has a IQ of 140, something like that,
hmm,
and ChatGPT 5 will have a IQ of more than 1,000.
hmm. True.
Okay, so
Hmm.
at that place, we can see what happened next. But right now, there is like no such thing.
And
Uh,
what?
it can be more possible of a person who develop like you can say website
Hmm,
or something like graphic and all those things.
hmm.
AI can be like quite like dangerous for them. For us, like is that is not the case right now.
Is AI a friend or a foe to you?
As of now, it's a friend. In
It's a
future,
friend.
we can see.
So have you
So
started
like
making friendship with it? Have you started learning? What? How
Yeah,
are you? How are you approaching
yeah,
to the AI and the possibilities of AI
yeah,
into the embedded field?
yeah. Also, like some place, if I want to write a code, okay, I know that I can write a code. I required some time for that.
Hmm.
I need to develop a logic.
Hmm.
I can just ask ChatGPT to write that logic. I will explain it. It will write that code. I
Hmm.
can take that, use it as of now. It's not like that I can't write it. It just it required a time to write that code. I can write. Okay, I can explain it to that.
Hmm.
I can take it code from ChatGPT.
Hmm.
Okay, and add that code to the my code. It's not the whole code. I'm making it to write a small logic.
Hmm.
So I use it like that.
Technologies are you seeing, or what changes are you seeing in nearby future? Let's say 5 years.
If I see it like that, like in your near, if you say in your surrounding, you will see more and more of the things that will be developed by an embedded engineer. You can see the Alexa and all those things
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
that develop, or like the all the automation that's happening in your home
Hmm.
that is developed by an embedded engineer.
Hmm.
So the future is quite, you can say,
Bright.
quite good.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, quite.
Yes.
Yeah, it's bright because we are going to integrate the embedded in lots of things
Hmm.
in future.
Hmm.
Yeah, the future is good.
And what's
See
what's
if all those things.
and what's the next step
Yeah,
for
you
you?
can.
Like currently you are embedded engineer. What's for you in the next 5 years? Where are you looking? At which position? Director, manager, founder, founder of any embedded company by yourself, or what exactly are you seeing for you?
As of now, I am like looking for like learning for. I'm not seeing like outside like founding and all those company, all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm looking to develop on my own base, like in my own company.
Hmm.
Okay, might be like manager and all those things.
Okay.
Yeah, but currently with my own like in my own profile.
Hmm. True. True. Okay, Ashish, thank you so much for joining this podcast, and it's quite a ride with all the embedded technology, learning about new stuff. It's quite an experience for me as well, and wish you all the best for your
Okay,
future, and all the best. We'll meet you soon. Thank you so much.
thank you,
Take
brother.
care. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.